guys, welcome back to the next episode. I did not realize until I was halfway through this vault that my mic was still muted. But as you can see, we are currently running the next vault. Our objectives for the day, mostly just being, hold on, I'm just going to pause just to talk to you guys, but mostly objectives for the day are just going to be running some more vaults, and then I'm going to build up a little hut outside our house, probably like a little fishing hut, just to start adding to just the overall visual appeal of our base. I'm very much one who does not like having just bland worlds where all you do is build a tiny shack for your house and then just run vaults only. It's not appealing to me. But so anyways, we're in the middle of clearing this vault. Before we came in, we put double the ornate chests, as you can see in the bottom right here when it's off. There we go. And then also we got into a room which gives more rare gems, which is why we have been fully clearing out these ore rooms, even though we've been really should be focusing on trying to find more ornate. But yes, so far we've got a whole lot of the rare gems that we need. The only one we haven't found so far is the Escalium gem. But yeah. Boom. And of course, if you guys have any other building projects that you'd like to see me either try out or just simple things you guys like to suggest, please comment it down. I do love having, as much as the main focus of this will be running vaults, I do love having some cool side buildings. It always makes things look nice. But yeah, just let me know what you think. Oh boy. We'll get these guys spawn in. Boom. Insta dead. Awesome. Cool. Ooh. Ha. These freaking focuses. Alright. Well, I think that's going to be all. Yeah, I don't want to spend any longer. We're down to the last minute, so let's just head on up. Head on out. 35,000. Awesome. Gets us up another level. We also bought a burger while in there. Let's eat that. Almost got us to 32. That's alright. But we got a crate, got a bunch of loot, got a whole bunch in here, and then also got a whole lot of gems. So actually, let me go upstairs real quick, and I'll just show you guys how many I'm able to craft. I'm gonna have to create a trasher soon, but that's alright. Throw those in there. Throw that in there as well for now. And then we have 2 scrolls, and we also got an infused, but let's just go ahead and grab out all of the rare gems we got, and let's see how many we can craft. So it's probably gonna be, I think, 5 pogs from that one vault. We were able to make 5 pogs. That is crazy, but yeah. So let me just go ahead and declutter, and then I'll come back when we want to open the crate and roll the gear. Alright guys, we're back after delooting a bit. I got some stuff diffusing downstairs, but let's just go ahead, make sure our magnet's off, see what we got from this brazier. Bang. Looks like we got some gold. We'll see how much in a second. Some kiwis, and then a wand and a focus. Awesome. So we got 9 gold. Awesome. Let's go ahead, open up our pouch, grab the focus out, throw it in here. Coolio. And then we'll go ahead and just grab out all of the loot we got. Wasn't an insane amount, but that's alright. We did buy a magnet that we rolled beforehand, so we know it's not better. 6.5 and 15. So actually, let's go ahead and see what we can get on here. Ooh, 16 item rarity. That's not the highest, that's okay. I want to high roll one of these bottom ones as much as we can. Those are not good. That's a good copiously, but let's see if we can get like a high rarity or something. Ooh, 35. Not enough crafting potential to add. Dang. But we have 5 pulls, so that's 20 pull speed, so that's pretty crazy. But I still think the other one's better, so that will likely be getting scrapped. But let's roll the Omega Focus, which will still just likely be getting scrapped, and then the common helmet, and we'll just compare. So in our off, so 30 mana, that's not gonna be worth it. This helmet, a little bit, one more armor, but one less ability power, so that can just get scrapped. And just 11 ability power, so that's a really low roll, but let's just do this. Oh, I forgot to open our thing, but that's alright. We got trap disarm chance, decent one at that too. Cool. Throw that in there. +2 to arcane, which we don't use just yet. And then what's our sword? Our sword's still better than that one, so all of this can get scrapped except for these leggings, which we'll throw in here. Well, those ones are better, so we'll take those. And then we're just waiting for a fundamental focus to re-roll that, and we'll be off and on our way. But yeah, so let's go ahead, spec our next skill point into... I've seen a lot of people using arcane, but arcane drains the mana cost each second while channeled. Is it 10 per second? Because that'd be a little expensive, but let's actually just go in here and add another 2 intelligence. So now our fireball is doing 76 damage. Nice. Sorry about the soul diffuser, it's a little loud, but you getting anything? Probably I'll just upgrade gear to your current level. That's a nice focus to get. Cool. And so we'll throw this guy on in. It'll be under the exotics. Cool. Is there anything that's really low? Actually, this shield is really low, so let's see once I upgrade it to match my current level. So this is what it's at right now. Bang. Ooh! Wow. That was really worth it. I am really happy with that. So now we have a lot of thorns damage on that shield, so we're really not getting rid of it anytime soon. But that's alright. So before we go out and do the next vault, I'm actually going to go ahead and just build out this nice little fishing hut right here. I went out, grabbed a bunch of dark oak logs, and I'll probably just use oak planks as the siding, but yeah. So I'll go ahead, build up this hut, and be right back. Okay guys, we're back. I had to fly out and grab some resources, but I've built up just this little hut, which we'll go and look at now. And so, just a very simple design, but I do think it adds just to the overall area. And I like doing little mini projects like this, so I'll probably be adding some other mini houses, maybe create a little village around here, but yeah. So we got our chest with our fishing rod and some other things. We've got some crates, and then we just got our little fishing spot. So, nothing too crazy, but you know, these small little builds are what bring things to look a little bit more real and less just house, play game. So if there's if there's anything you guys would like to see me add to this little area here, if there's any suggestions, please comment below, and I will try do my best to do some of them, if not all of them, but we'll see. But yeah, so after that little build right there, I want to go ahead and let's do another vault. Why is he coming off? So the wealthy, and let's try adding the extended. Just see what we get in there. Awesome. So, boom, add both of these, and we'll see. So we only got one challenge stack instead of the two. Awesome. So let's take that out. So we're looking for dungeons, and then we just need to find one more living chest scroll. So, cool. And then this, we'll wait. We'll hold off. I was going to gamble, but we'll hold off. As much as I love gambling. Alright, so let's just go right ahead, do this next vault. Kaba! We are now in the next vault, which is an elixir vault, and the theme gives us more coin piles, which is awesome because we do have the 25% more coin piles. And we have 26 minutes instead of the 25, so let's hope we can get a whole lot more gold. We're at 53, and we'll check at the end how much gold we got. Ooh, sour orange is tempting, deluxe burger, and vault shield. Not really worried about the shield, but I am going to take that orange, even though it's going to be a little bit pricey. So we're down 24. Hello, coin piles. And just like that, all dead. Dope. Never mind. They tricked me, but that's alright. Ow, this guy's hurt. Well, we unfortunately did not find a dungeon again, where we get the other living chest scroll, but we did get a good amount of gold. You'll see that we're lower than where we started, but that's because we bought this sour orange for 24, so we basically just got almost 24 gold in total, which is pretty awesome. So let's just go ahead, exit this vault. Cutting. Awesome. Another successful vault. But yeah, so let's get on out, and then we can take a look at everything. From 40,000 XP. Ooh boy, how much coins does it say? So we had 39 coin piles. Awesome. Love to see it. But, so, we still haven't completed that yet. That bugged out a little bit. But, let's go ahead in here. What's our helmet? It's better than rare, so we don't need that. And then we got all this, which we'll open in a minute. And then we got a whole lot of mostly junk, but we got some nice gems, a lot more focuses. Yeah, so let me just go ahead, dump this out, and we'll be right back. Alright guys, we're back after emptying our inventory. I'm going to show off some other stuff in just a sec, but let's go into here and let's spec. Always have a hard time seeing it. I'd like to do these, but it's only when you're low health, which I don't like being, so I think I'm going to upgrade Frostbite twice, and so now we should be at 10% chance with our chilling attacks, which is awesome. So how much ability power do we have when we have this? 70. And then this means it'll be doing 84 damage. Awesome. But yeah, let's go ahead, open up our crate, boom. We got another pog, a lemon, and more gold. Awesome. Never say no to that. Let's go ahead and take all this out. And we will go ahead and just open up all of our pouches and then roll everything. So let's go ahead. Boom. Take the mining speed because it's a pretty good one. Reach, and we'll just get rid of it right away. Some item quantity, cool. That's a high vanilla, awesome. We'll take some more item rarity, and then we'll take almost another max roll of that. Awesome. And let's roll the new shield, and this likely it's just gonna end up getting scrapped because again we just upgraded this to match our level previously, and so now it's just better. But yeah, so like that, not keeping. Let's go ahead and just quickly identify the other few things. Boom. And these are not going to be better. No, they are not. So let's just go ahead, scrap them down. Boom. Awesome. Put the jewels away, and then what I wanted to do is let's go ahead. So if we look in here, we have a whole bunch of these. So we're at 10 pogs right now, and if we go ahead and throw these in with this gallium, we have a total of 15 pogs. That is insane. But yeah, so just like that, we are getting really far with this, which we haven't gotten into using pogs just quite yet, but we'll be unlocking the stuff for that shortly. At least I hope soon. But also with that, let's go ahead and check out the researches we can do. And so what I'm tempted to start getting into might be some drawers, and then also just get some quality of life stuff. But let's go ahead and see just how many knowledge stars we can craft. So actually wait, hold on. 32, 8. So we can craft 8 of them. Let's go ahead through. That's insane. So we can craft a total of 8 knowledge shards. Okay. Or knowledge stars. I keep calling them shards, but that is what these are. But let me just go ahead, do all of these real quick. And so let's go ahead. We'll unlock drawers, refined storage, and vault mixtures. Awesome. So that's a whole lot of research done. And so what I'm going to go ahead and let's just see what each of these take. So drawers, just like let's do the 4. So we need that one in there. We need the drawer controller. Okay. And then look at the storage upgrades for those as well. And then let's also go into refined. Oh, sorry. At refined. Cool. And so we're going to need the disk. Oh. We're going to need the disk drive. Some machine casings. Crafting grid. And then controller. Where's just the regular controller here? There we go. Okay. Controller. Awesome. And so that's everything for that we're going to need to craft up. And then let's also go ahead and what was it that they are called? Mixtures. Okay. So I'll type in here mix. And let's do the slaughters one instead. Awesome. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and get some of this crafted up. But first, let's see what we can get from mod boxes. Alright, I saw some of the stuff we were gonna need to craft, but let's just go ahead and pick it all up. Awesome. So we got the grid already, that's awesome. We got the external storage, cool. Framed drawer controller, wow. So we already don't need to craft up him, because that's what that's going to use for. We already got a compacting drawer, awesome. And we already got a disk drive and the grid, so now all we need to get rid of that. So all we need is just the controller and to craft up the mixture. Awesome. So cutting back in real quick, in order to power our refined storage grid, we're going to need to unlock iron furnaces. So let me just go ahead, claim that real quick. Oh, that requires 4. What? Oh, iron generators. Here we go. Okay, we'll do generators. Well guys, we're back. We got the whole thing crafted up. Only problem we ran into is I ran out of chromatic steel in order to craft up all of the actual storage discs, and we did not get any from here. Oh wait, never mind, we got 2 4s. What am I saying? But yeah, so throw both those in here, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna throw everything in my inventory just in here. Throw those down, and I'm going to break these blocks and put them all into here, and this will get transferred there. And this will just make it easier to find everything and eventually craft everything just in here. And then also what I'm going to do is we're going to end up having drawers on this side for all just the more useful items. And yeah, so it'll be a cool little design, but I'm probably going to either have to go mining for more chromatic iron, because as you can see we are really low. We have a lot of pogs, so that's awesome. We also did get the slaughter's mixture crafted up, which is awesome. So I'll enchant that in a second, but I'm just gonna go ahead, take everything in here, and put it into here. Be right back. It'll then power this, and we'll be good to go. But yeah, so in the meantime, we're gonna run another vault. So we got all of this put into it. Let me see. Carrots. Don't have any carrots, but there's a farm right out there, so I'll grab them from there. Salmon, I'm assuming we don't have any salmon either. So what I'm gonna have to do is go fishing for a little bit in our new little hut, which I'll show that off in a second. That's what it looks like in the nighttime. Really cool. Yeah, how'd that work out for you, bud? Not too great, huh? I love this shield. Just insta-kills any overworld mob that dares to touch me, so that's awesome. But let's go ahead and sleep real quick. One more, come on baby. Alright guys, we got all the... Okay guys, we got all the salmon we're gonna need for the crate. As you can see, we got some other loot as well. So we'll leave all of that in the fishing hut itself. I'm gonna grab some of our carrots, and then we'll create that crystal. Okay guys, we are back now after getting the fish and carrots required. So let's go ahead and claim this crystal. Awesome. And what I'm gonna do is I'm going to come downstairs and I'm going to add the Deep Crag geodes theme, so we have a chance of finding some chromatic caves, which would be really helpful because then we can get a crap ton. Oh, didn't mean to do that. Crap ton of stuff. But here, so we still need to find a dungeon for this, which gives us a lot of that chromatic steel we want, and then the living scrolls. But yeah, and then let's also go ahead and check in here. That is a lot of shards for that, but I think we're just gonna hold off. But let's go ahead and run the next vault. Whoopee! So we did get a scavenger vault, which is awesome. These are my favorite. But again, we're going to be mostly trying to find some chromatic caves to restock back up on our chromatic iron. But yeah, without further ado, let's try and do this objective and find those caves. And we did get a skeleton spawn. Cool. Where's that? Awesome. That should be it for spawns, correct? Looks like it. Okay. Let's go ahead. Just loot up this room. Right, 13. Another full awesome. Alright. Is everything looted up? Let's go ahead and move on. Oh, there we go. There's the chromatic caves. Awesome. So I'm going to get as much of all this stuff that I physically can. Quite a bit going already, but yeah, the whole reason for this was to just get as much of the chromatic iron as possible, so I'm gonna keep going. Good so far. Yep. With that, I can say I'm pretty happy with how much we got, so I'm gonna go ahead, head left. And now we can try and focus on completing it, even though I don't think it's gonna be likely, but can still try. This is a memory game. I'm not going to play this. I have died in there before because of it. Also because I don't think we'd have time to finish it properly, but that's okay. Any ornate, any ornate. Some right there. Okay. Can we get lucky, please? Him down here ready for when we need, because I really want to try and complete this, but if we don't find any ornate up here, we are just screwed. That looks like just a whole bunch of wood, so we don't care for that. What's that over there? That's just coins. Alright, nope. So we're just going to have to go ahead, head on out of this vault. Well, we did not finish the scav vault, unfortunately, but we did get a whole lot of loot, which I'll show off once we get out, because we were running low on time. Just like that, so we only got 20,000 experience, but we did complete it, but we found a bunch of omega rooms, got a whole lot of chromatic iron. We got a vault trinket, which let's actually go ahead, roll real quick, see if we can get a better one or a blue one. Which we did. We got negate all fall damage and bounce when you hit the floor. Awesome. So now we don't have to worry about taking fall damage. Also in the vault, we got a whole lot of loot. We found some echo gems, bunch of jewel pouches, bunch of just regular gear, mostly from that dungeon, but I'm gonna go ahead, put some of this away, start smelting some of this iron, and yeah, I'll be right back. Okay, so roll the chaotic, and then let's start opening out these pouches. So almost a max roll. Awesome. Decent trap disarm. Another good rarity. Vanilla and mining speed, that'll be good for the new pickaxe when we make it. More vanilla. And another vanilla, but we'll scrap that one because it's not that good. Alright. And also, we're just gonna get rid of the focus here because we don't use those. But switch to 1. And so let's go ahead and roll all of the ones we might actually want. So, boom. Lots of rolling! But yes. So let's check this. Let's check this. So, better pickup range, better trap disarm, a little bit less copiously, but I still think we're going to keep ours just because it's decent soul quantity and a better mining speed. So let's see how this sword compares to ours. Less attack damage, so no. Axe, no. Helmet, less ability power, so no. More armor, more ability power, and +1 to fireball, mana regen, so midway through the pack. I think we're going to keep ours for now, but that's not bad. That's probably just scrapped. 9 and 6, nope, because those boots again are leveling with us, so these are also going to be hard to get rid of. No, and then sword, no. So let's just swap out the last few rollables. So focus is automatically going in the garbage. Yep. Okay. Axe. In comparison, 19, not much better. Armor, movement speed, no. And then no. So we'll scrap you, both these and that. And then let's take these down and also grab out. Oh, sorry. Gotta grab out of here. Grab those last two, and we'll just roll these. Awesome. So that can get scrapped. Those are all going to be kept. That can get scrapped. So 10, 2.5, low roll. That's garbage. No, 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 and no. So let's scrap all of those, including that, and we'll go put the rest of this away. Oh, and this other sword I have in my inventory. Let's throw that up. So now we can go back to 2. Cool. Alright guys, we're back. We've got this crystal crafted, but what I just realized is with all of this chromatic iron, we should have enough to craft up the crafting grid. I can get rid of those now. But so with the crafting grid, it's the same as this, but there'll be a crafting table built into the grid itself. So let me just go ahead. Again, some of this craft that's I think is needed. No, we're still needing more. Scrap that. And then this. Put that down. Boom, boom. Okay. So now we just get this. We just 3 or 4. Or maybe 4. We got 1. That's right. 3 hogs. And a crafting table. Okay. So let's go ahead in here. Grab a piece of wood. Awesome. Can actually throw this back in now. There. Put down this. Boom. And we also grab that. Awesome. So now here, craft grid. Boom. Let's go. So now we come in here, and now we can actually craft items in here itself, which is awesome. So, as it is the last one of the day, so let's go right on in. So we got another elixir vault with the treasure perk, awesome, which means 100% more item rarity, which will go really well with our item quantity. So let's just go ahead, get this done, get a lot of good loot. Alright, so we've got just a regular piglin. So just like that. Cleared, and then let's click on the globe. And so the globe is going to show us all regular, so all common rooms. And so now we can go ahead and we'll be able to find all of those blank rooms, which are going to be Omega rooms. So we can actually go check out quite a few of those. But again, main priority is going to be getting out of this vault successfully. So let's just go ahead, loot up this. Cool. Yeah. Alright, cool. And so that's that done. Let's go ahead, get on up. Let's go check out what these vault rooms will be. So I'm going to skip this room, I'm just going to go straight and see what these other rooms will be. Just real quick, we're going to spend a whole lot of time. Again, we do want to make it out of this vault successfully. Yeah, so this looks like it's probably going to be a 4 room if I had to guess. Yep. So let's just go ahead, head north, see what else we get. So we got a living room. Okay. And how much XP? Okay. So we're getting some experience, so I have to do this real quick. So I'm just gonna go head back up here real quick. Okay. And we're gonna head back this way. And then what kind of room did we get? We got a big old ore room. Okay. And ore is giving us a lot of experience, so we are actually gonna do our best to money. Lots of money. Yeah. How much money are we at? Like 34 gold. Must have bought something that I don't remember. So, should have a decent amount of experience after cleaning this vault out. Got a good amount of loot from the dungeon. How much? A lot of jewel pouches. Awesome. But alright, let's go ahead, get on out. We'll show off everything we got. So, got a good amount of Beniatite, which is awesome, just a bunch of other random loot, a lot of catalyst fragments, so we can run some inscribed. Clicking on the globe in the one dungeon revealed all of these rooms, which is crazy, but like, look how many Omega rooms, if we had the time, we could have gone into, or rooms, but still. So, awesome. And we got out successfully, so hold on. I don't know why that glitched out, but throw him down and we'll claim both of the vacuum crates that we finally finished. And then what's this one? Okay, we'll leave that for now. But go ahead, we got the dragon room, which is cool. Oh, I want to throw these chest scrolls in there. And we have another trinket, so let's go ahead and just roll that real quick and see what we get from it. increases ability power by 50% of your total ability power. So hold on. We go in here. So our ability power with the sword on hand is 76. So if we go in here, 114, which means our fireball now does 160 damage. That's crazy. But let's go ahead and spec into some more things. So what I think I'm actually going to do. Let's go ahead and go into Arcane twice. Just see. And then also make sure we spec it into Rail, which can stack our abilities and just... Okay. Let's go ahead and claim our crates. Boom, boom, and boom. Awesome. So let's go ahead and pick this up and see what we all got. So, got a whole lot of loot in there. We got Dream. This will completely negate all trap chance from ever occurring, even when on the crystal with the trapped modifier. Ooh! Okay, so that's a really nice crystal to have on the side there. And then also from here we got some more kiwis and then just some other regular stuff. Cool. Go ahead, open these up. Boom. Trap disarm. Cool. That can get scrapped. Boom. That's another good one. 3.4 legendary item quantity. Awesome. That's an okay vanilla. Won't mind that. Decent rarity. Cool. Really good rarity. Another good rarity. And a good immortality. Cool. So that one will probably scrap, but the rest of these are all pretty good. Yeah. Okay. Let's just open these last few. That can get scrapped. +2 quantity we'll keep. I think I missed that on the other, and then another rarity. Cool. So that we'll get rid of. That we'll get rid of. The rest of these. We're getting pretty high rolls, so if we don't have high rolls, or if they're not, you know, combination jewels, we probably won't keep them, so that can probably get scrapped as well. Awesome. By hand, so. Oh, a little bit of an audio glitch there. That's fine. Okay, so this axe in comparison, it's a lot higher damage, so we'll might keep that, but legendary vault axe. That's tempting, so we might roll that just to see if we can get something better. Okay, this one, less attack damage, that can get scrapped. Less attack. Min rolls on attack damage here, that sucks, because I was really hoping for a new sword, but sorry. Let's go ahead and roll these as well while we're at it, and then that can just get scrapped. That can get scrapped. Both those swords, and then let's see, got a decent damage roll on this one, but this one makes up for it with its suffix, so that can get scrapped. Might roll that. Let's check the armors. So no, because we want to keep our ability power. Same thing. 10 and 17. Okay, this is just better. Increased infect avoidance, +3 extra armor, so it's at 13 armor. 33 mana regen, and plus another 6% increased ability power, so we will be taking that over those, which is okay. And then let's check this magnet. That has good soul quantity, but we lose the copiously. So now I want more suffixes, so now we'll scrap that too. So scrap, keep everything else for now. So throw that in there. So we got the one chaining attack. let's see. We got poison cloud, so what we're gonna do, 27% soul quantity, that's a high one. 7.5 attack damage, that's high. 46% double damage chance. 1.5 attack speed, which is a little slower than our current, but that's okay. 10% dweller, and then the 1 chaining. So I actually think we are going to take this axe. So let's go ahead in here. Unbreaking and looting. Swap it out with this sword, but we'll keep. Oh, didn't need to do that. Keep this sword for now over that old one, right? Yes, okay. And then what we're gonna do is come into here real quick. We're gonna ignore the frostbite, and we're then going to go into toxic reaction, or like applying weakness to your targets while hitting them, lowering their damage for duration of time if they are affected by poison. So that's less damage, and then Poison Nova. Killing a mob affected by poison has a chance of casting Poison Nova of your level when the mob dies. This effect can chain indefinitely, but requires you to have levels in Poison Nova. So let's go ahead over here, do 1 spec into Poison Nova, and let's just do Toxic Reaction. Okay. And then, so we're gonna also want, so let's actually get rid of those, and we'll just spec into Poison Nova. So 1, and then the chance for it to cost passively at 50%. Awesome. Cool. And then let's go into Expertise, and let's just go ahead and max out Infuser. So now we have a 60% chance to completely ignore any negative modifiers when adding to the crystal, which is awesome. Let's go ahead, recycle all this. We've got a good amount of vault scrap, so maybe in the next episode we'll craft up some gear. But yeah, so that will be all for this one, guys. Of course, if you enjoyed, please consider leaving a like, hit the subscribe button if you want to watch more, and of course comment down below any ideas for future builds. I already went out and grabbed a whole bunch of villagers, so maybe in the next episode we'll craft just like a big villager hut where they can free roam, and then I don't know, start making this area seem more like it's actually lived in rather than just, you know, a hut that I go dungeoning in. But yeah, I will see all of you guys in the next one. Goodbye!